we have a ship called the Wake's Call. Um,
Mhm.
and we are chasing down a rumor. Some interesting little tidbits here and there. We started in a classic tavern, playing some games, losing some money, gaining some more. We are after the Starfall's Mercy. It happened about 20 or 30 years prior. Some treasure ship that was lost entirely. And we intervened a little bit into some tussling that was getting a little tense. And off we set after that was concluded to try and find this ship. Popcorn, someone.
Yeah, so real quick, so just a review of our characters. We had Derek as Disho the Fisho. We had yours truly as Brother Seabrine. We had Curtis as Lawson the Bosun, or Lawson the Bosun. I don't know. I don't want to do the rhyme name thing. Alexis was Nalon? Ha! Okay. And Eric was Captain Iron Hand Ivan. And yes, as previously mentioned, we had set out to sea. We passed a lagoon. Or wait, no. First, we got chased by a bunch of the Blackwick Reavers, and they were intercepted ultimately by the Vidarians, who were scary to us, but as players, we were excited to see them mostly. We came across a lagoon where we found a treasure. What I said? I just wrote treasure. I'm pretty sure I'm
seashell.
It was a seashell. Seashell.
Seashell as 300 silver. I said I discovered treasure. I just fucking wrote I discovered treasure.
You found like a bright blue conch shell, I think it was.
A token to your god.
Deep.
Yeah.
A mermaid scale. Oh, koi fish, where I could breathe underwater, right?
Yeah, so that you could be closer to your god.
Yeah, it's weird that I didn't fucking write that down.
I found treasure. That's good enough.
And we continued on. Popcorn.
Okay. We continued on. We eventually find the Starfall's Mercy. It was wrecked on an island, and we had to somehow reach inside of it. We eventually onboarded the Wake's Call and found a pond, a body of water with ashen skeletons at the bottom. And they turned to ash. Eventually, we climbed the. Oh, this cat. We eventually climbed the Starfall's Mercy to see that it was like illuminated with this like purple glow. Lawson eventually raised some of these ashen skeletons. And then we had two members. There was Brahm, and there was somebody else.
Olis.
Right.
And then we eventually discovered this sarcophagus. And Eric, I'll let you describe what you did.
You know what you did.
As we discovered their sarcophagus, we find the treasure we were looking for, and Captain Ivan Ironhand had to test and see if this was truly the relic he was looking for, and he executed one of his crew members over the star to confirm that it is indeed the cause of the ashen skeletons and the drug that is going around the world right now.
Perfect. I will fill in one couple of things. The Vidarian ship is named the Iron Vigil. It's an important ship. And the Blackwick Reavers.
Captain Mathis Cade.
Mathis Cade, that is correct.
Hey. It's also the Devil's Due and Nimble something, Nimble Reavers.
No, the
Those are separate lines.
Needlewind.
Needlewind. Okay.
The Needlewind. Those are
Nimblewind.
two
There we go.
ships of the Blackwake Reavers. There's
That's
two of the
what it
ships of the
was.
convoy. The Blackwake
Nailed it.
being the main ship of that. But we have not seen that yet. So we
They
will
were
be
after
going-
us.
They
for
were
a little
after
bit.
you.
Yeah.
I
We
hope we'll
outran
never
'em.
see them again.
Wow, foreshadowing. He's a narrative device.
And then Seabrine, you left us, didn't you? You like climbed a
And
ladder.
I
Yeah, he
climbed a
locked us
ladder and
downstairs.
I locked you downstairs. That's right.
Mm-hmm. And that is where we left off. If you'll kind of listen with your eyes for a moment, listen with your ears. These are journal entries found on the Starfall's Mercy. The 4th of October, 1573, of the age of Theria. We finished unloading today. Every last coin, bar, wrapped artifact, the lot of it. Hauled it straight off the boat and back to land. The boys are taking it pretty hard, and that's putting it lightly. We're leaving behind more than the crew has seen in their lives. The fort will hold it, I suppose, and it's remote enough, though it doesn't feel as abandoned as it appears. We stacked everything in the lower vaults. Captain had all the proper counts. Said we return for it when we were done. No arguments were made after that. He did make sure we kept one thing, though. Took 4 of us officers to take it aboard. Captain watched us the whole time. Didn't say much. Just made sure that we placed it down below in the brig. Locked tight. Once we set off... once it was secure, we set off. Clean tide, strong wind. Couldn't ask for a better send-off. The 7th of October, 1573, of the age of Theria. It's been 3 days since we were bound off. Tensions are getting higher. Captain's been driving the ship like a deck nail, hard and fast. No reason for it. Weather's been fair, sea's empty. Yet, we still push on. We passed a safe inlet yesterday. Captain didn't even acknowledge it. The crew's been starting to feel it. You can hear it in how the orders are being answered quicker than before. Like they're trying to keep up pace with the ship. Ollivander tried to ask, where were we making for? Only got a fire enough for a response. 9th of October, 1573, of the age of Theria. I've never been quite the romantic. I've tried to be a sensible lad, as my father would have said. I'm writing this down in case we don't make the return run. Nothing's wrong with the ship. She's steady and true, to a fault. It's the crew. Something rotten has taken their hearts, and I fear it will get the better of us. Everything's still there, but you'll never find it by chart. Look for what's left of the Grey Wake. The tower is gone, but the foot still stands where it stood. Hold her steady there, then follow her 2 bells east, 1 bell shy south, and wait for the turn. You'll feel it before you see it. If the water's pulling, you've gone too early. If it's still, you're in the right place. Making heading north, and you'll see her on the horizon. Something tells me whatever we took from that place shouldn't have left. Some things are better off lost. Maybe I'll see you soon, Dad. First mate, Halden Cade. So we find ourselves back on Starfall's Mercy. The captain had just shot one of your fellow crew members. His body turned to black skeleton. Ash, or Scourge, as the locals call it. The source from which ash is created. With this revelation, Brother Seabrine
Mhm.
moves from the deck up, shuts the door, and locks it. Disho the Fisho, Nayland, Captain Ivan, and Lawson, who will not say anything, you find yourselves locked in the brig. What would you like to do?
So I believe I had turned to the captain and our remaining extra crewmen to indicate get the package together.
Hmm.
Disho and Lawson, Nayland will turn to you and kind of point up and a little to the side. A motion of get ready to make an opening. If you'll agree to that.
Is this in reference to the captain?
It's in reference to the hatch above us being closed. She's going to start walking in that direction. But, like, if this doesn't work, make me an opening, basically.
Okay.
You hear from up above a sudden sobbing, and then the sound of weight, a little bit of weight being dropped on the hatch. And you hear fiddling on the lock that was just engaged, and then a loud clunk. And the door opens, and on the other side, you see Seabrine, completely covered in salt water. It's just dripping off of him. And more than that, he's crying. Maybe. It's hard to tell because of how wet he is, but his eyes are red. I'm going to drop back into this room that I just closed. Having a difficult time getting down this ladder. I'm shaking. And I want to prostrate myself before the captain. Just it starts like a bow and then it falls to a kneel, and then I'm groveling, and on all fours I'm crawling over to the captain. I didn't know who you were. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now I know you're him. His avatar, his extension, I am yours. I am sorry I doubted. Forgive me. And I'm like, I grab through your feet and like your pant legs, and I'm shaking. I can't even make eye contact with you.
Aye, lad. Stand up, collect yourself. There's nothing to be sorry about. It was shocking. Oh, we all agree it's shocking, and he gestures to everybody else in the room. But we found it. The cause of the scourge, the ash. This is going to make us rich. And I put my hand on Brother Seabrine's shoulder. Stand up. You're right to come back.
It will be done. And I'm going to stand, still not able to make eye contact with you. And I'm just going to fall in beside you, kind of hands, tucked in to my clothing, and just thinking about how close I was to screwing all of this up.
Aye. Well, now that's settled. Nayland, Disho, do we have any suggestions on getting this back to the ship?
Do we have any lights down with us?
Besides the star itself?
Yeah.
The star illuminates this whole room.
Couldn't remember if we had any torches or anything.
I don't know if they were needed, but I don't think anybody actually brought out a torch. The room is bathed in this soft purple light. emanating from this corrupted star fragment sitting in this stone box.
Nalen's
careful,
tail. Oh, go ahead.
How careful do we need to be? Wrap it in a hat?
I would not touch it. I'm not sure of a living creature touching it yet. But let's put the lid back on for now.
I'm going to be the first one over to that lid, and I want to close it.
Okay. And the lid goes on relatively easy, kind of slides on. The two crew members, Bram and Olus, who had moved the lid, didn't remark on how easy it was to move. Stone is relatively light.
Interesting. If I go over to try to pick it up, how heavy is the whole container itself?
The whole container?
Yeah.
Oh, extremely
I mean,
heavy. Even trying to lift up the corner of it to get your fingers underneath it, it probably weighs a good 600 pounds or so.
Like, any suggestions?
Nalen was prepared to drag Seabrine back down here. And is still rather pissed. Seabrine, you're gonna feel a hand on your shoulder. And this hiss, low hiss into your ear. Remember your place. And a little bit of pain as your ear is nicked with the knife. And they will continue around to the box. Start sizing it up, see what kind of avenues we might have for getting it out.
And we had talked before about waiting until the tide came in, right? Previously, can we make a raft or something that's really buoyant to, move it to a raft and the ship that way? Less carrying.
Destroy the outer wall, bring in a raft, bring it back.
I have forgotten that I had not put us on the Starfall Mercy map. I'm doing that now.
Okay, someone share the map, by the way.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Lawson, your friends there. Might they give us a hand? Gesturing toward the variety of skeletons that he had animated. You said nothing living, but they're already gone.
Very true.
Not so sure they'd complain about the wait.
And Lawson will think that over, and he'll try to muster up his necromancy once more. And the rambling of bones starts to shake above head. And the bones mount the ladder leading down. He manages to rile up 3 more skeletons, kind of sitting above top deck, to help move this sarcophagus above deck. Even with their help, it'll still take probably another good 2 or 3 people to lift it up.
I'll help.
Okay.
I will also help.
You join. And with Nalen's nail in the coffin, if you will, the sarcophagus is slowly lifted from the bottom break deck to the second deck. And it is very clear that the most of this weight is from the artifact sitting in the center of it, and not from the stone sarcophagus it sits in.
Oh, just put it in a bag.
You got a big plastic bag.
You bring a bag.
Might
Plenty
need to
of room
double
in my
bag it.
pack.
All I got is this Balenciaga one.
My white Balenciaga.
How
Plastic
large
bag.
is the thing inside of the sarcophagus?
The artifact, about this big. It's hard to tell three-dimensional shape with it because it's emitting so much light. You can't really look directly at it. But if you were to like touch it, if you could feel it, it's about, I'd say, a square foot of space.
We could wrap it in my cloak, in my robes,
You could.
and carry it out that way. I would be okay with that. It would be an honor.
How are the skeletons in general? Like not just the animated ones, but the ones that were down below. Are there any responses to this thing coming above deck?
It does not reanimate any of the corpses. Most of the ones have fallen off and are laying at the bottom of the water here.
Okay, so even the ones that were going after Seabrine,
Mm-hmm.
those
They
just
seem
kind of settled back down.
Yep. They're just the only ones that are active and animated are the three that are helping you carry this big stone sarcophagus. You've gone up from the brig to the second lower deck. Only a few more stairs to get it onto the top deck and out into the open air once more.
All of my clothes are now off.
Are Bram's clothes still there, or were they eaten up along with?
So
Skeleton.
when he was disintegrating in front of you, it kind of burnt away everything. It was an exothermic reaction, so it kind of burnt away all those things.
Brother, I'll give you some help. I keep a little bit on, if you don't mind.
I don't need to be. I don't. That's okay. And I'll take off whatever I need to get to wrap enough of this. I only have humility before God, and I pause and I look from the sea to my captain, and just kind of like look at him like reverently for half a moment, before returning to wrapping this with my clothing.
My captain.
How long until high tide? Is it starting to rise at all in here?
Yeah, so we're hitting about that time where the tides are kind of starting to shift as we get into the later evening time, and the waters are rushing back into this cavern. It'll soon be flooded.
Does it seem like we would be able to pulley things out through where the water is pouring down from the cavern roof?
Yeah, so you would have to leave the cavern and then go up topside to find where the water source is coming from. But yeah, you probably could.
Captain, perhaps a more direct route. Just pull it straight up through.
Straight through. I do want to attempt at least to get the stone casing around it for our own ship.
I don't like the idea of keeping it out and about in somebody's clothing.
Right. Maybe if we make haste now, we can blow a hole into the wall itself with our own ship and send a ship in for the whole thing.
That is such a good idea, my lord.
Brother. I kind of just pat him on the
The others can call me brother, but I prefer you call me son. Are we on the top? Are we topside now?
Yeah, you probably.
Please let us be topside.
You do notice that there is just a very small section of water on the deck, as if it had like splashed against the side of the ship right where Seabrine was standing. It's called a spume, which I think is, I don't know. I don't like how it sounds, but Brother Seabrine got spumed right where you're,
No.
right there on the deck.
In front of God and everybody?
God was the one who did it. Got spumed by God.
God spumed me.
This feels like something I would have to ban from the chat.
I feel
Anyway.
like Curtis is missing a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. What a loser.
Okay. What is our plan here?
So
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it kind of seems like we're wanting to take just the artifact itself out first, get to our ship, blast a hole so we can retrieve the case, even though the artifact is the heavy part.
Or we send. I go to Nayland. Nayland, why don't you go order the ship to be fired upon this hole, and then I will wait here with the artifact, and you three row the. Would it be dinghy? I guess would be the term.
Mhm.
The rowboat dinghy.
So
The
when
river.
I rolled rather for my container, I got a dinghy.
Okay.
So Nayla does in
Nice.
fact have a dinghy.
Why
that
don't
they
you?
sleep in once in a while.
Why don't you go retrieve the dinghy and
First mate's pirate thingy.
Yar. You're sure you can stay here alone?
Captain, I don't want to leave you.
I believe Brother Seabrine will help protect the artifact.
Big
With
Smoke,
my life.
do you need
Yeah.
me or?
I look around. There's no skeletons moving at all, right?
Just the three that are Losen is still currently controlling.
Right. Why don't you go back with Naylin and make sure she has some backup?
Of course.
There's a heavy rolling of several milky blue eyes. Right. Well, we'll be back no time then. Don't get crushed when we shoot the wall out.
I
She'll kind of give a whistle to get everyone's attention and start leading the way, I guess.
Okay.
Drop a rope and help everyone get down first because she got them climby claws.
Dragonborn are so cool.
Darn right.
Yeah.
Even the weird ones.
You successfully leave the ship. You grab your rope and you set it up so that other people can easily get off the ship, and you navigate the treacherous stones and footwork that run alongside the side of this cavern until you are on the top of the island once more, and the sun you can see is slowly setting in the distance. You do have a few more hours of daylight left. Slowly setting, not setting. You have some time.
How confident are we in our ability to navigate back to the ship fairly quickly and then figure out where on the island we actually were under? Like, in order to get the ship lined up to blast this cavern.
It's pretty easy to navigate. You can see the ship from where you are standing, and I'll jump back to the island map here for everybody.
Thank you.
That's not the island map.
Wrong island.
Wrong
Right, the
island.
killer onion. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Amazing.
It was its placeholder name.
Yep. So good. Yeah, do you need us to roll anything to make our way back out there? Get things lined up?
To get to the ship is pretty easy, but to line things up is where the challenges will start to begin. So as for the cavern, we're just gonna kind of put it like over here somewhere. So you just kind of get the ship in the bay and get the cannons aligned. While Naylan is addressing the crew and moving things, what are the rest of you doing inside the Starfall's Mercy still? Wrapping this artifact in pieces of clothing?
Every time the captain thinks that, every time I think the captain is not looking, I am staring at him and breathing heavy.
Oh,
Perfect.
I'm gonna be
And just
looking
like muttering
for
prayers.
any nets that are still available.
There are plenty of nets, but this cave is very humid. The reliability of any of the ropes for the netting is questionable at best. You're more than welcome to take questionable nets, but there are several just used for the ship as a standard equipment. if you
Okay.
will.
I'll take a few. I'll try to wrap some around the artifact, and I'm just
Okay.
talking about. I can't wait. I can't wait to get this gold. I got so many kids in every cardinal direction, every island you can think of.
There's kids on
This will really help.
I did show.
already.
Who knew he was such a family man?
While I'm up top in the captain's quarter itself, I want to try to look around a little bit for a journal, any kind of writing that's able to be recovered at all in these situations. Like, I know it's
And like
humid
I had
and probably
said in our
destroyed, but
last session, when you guys
Yeah.
have explored the
All
captain's
right.
quarters, it is strangely empty. As if this man had no personal belongings, or any personal belongings that belonged to him have been left. According to the journal that you did read of the first officer, they left everything they could behind, save for the sarcophagus.
This show, Brother Seabrine. I believe
Dude.
there's more treasure to be had. They speak of leaving treasure, unimaginable treasure behind to transport this artifact at some fort. I'm reading here.
Better than this?
Nothing's better than this, son, but maybe something for your kids quickly. And I kind of give him a wink.
Star fragments don't spend too well.
Right. This is more of a, think of it as a long-term plan, the star fragment. But the quick payday, well, that adventure may be coming sooner than we think. And I kind of smirk and I shut the journal.
Where you lead, I follow.
Aye, brother.
Back on the Wake's call, the crew is starting to raise anchor, pull the mainsail, and start to moving the ship. Can I have a presence check from Nayland on how efficiently that they can move this ship into this bay to align it for firing?
Can you please remind me what dice we actually roll for this game? It's
It is a
D6s?
D20. It's a D20 based
D20,
system.
okay.
Yep.
That's only a 9.
A 9.
-1.
Okay.
I would like to focus with our navigator to make sure we have a good out for when we are. I want to get everything onto the ship quickly and then have a good path out to make sure we have an escape as well. So I feel like I'm probably a little distracted between that, getting everyone else mobilized, and the nonsense that happened in that cavern that she's still pissed about.
And
She's
in
very much
your
considering not bringing Seabrine back up next time he goes drifting.
disgust of Seabrine and your relegation of duties as acting captain, things are going amiss. Maybe how close you are to the port, or how close you are to the sandbar, as the ship kind of crashes into the sandbar inlet and starts scratching the bottom of the hull. And we'll take a couple of pieces of health off. There's 40. The ship hasn't been damaged yet.
We managed to outrun the entire ship encounter you had. So,
You did.
sucker!
So we'll drop a
Save it for later.
couple of pieces of health as we move the ship into the bay.
And smack somebody
Yeah, like,
upside the
fine.
head, like, look what you've done. Not
Now
enough
I
to
need
do enough,
call.
not enough to do damage, but enough to like make them pay attention for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta, instruct them. You gotta
Stern
put your
control.
exactly. And we'll do one more check. Let's see how well you can get these cannons fired. We'll say agility.
That is a 17.
Perfect.
Unless I
It
can do
is.
strength.
We'll say agility. I don't think it's a strength.
Okay, fair
thing.
enough.
You smack them, and they get to work. They get these cannons lined up, and they sit there, and they're waiting for your call.
Just sort of a, do you want paid or not? Got it lined up. Aiming right, lines it up. There.
Mhm.
Hand goes up, waiting, checking the wind, making sure the navigator's ready. Yep. And then signal to fire.
Those of you in the cave, you hear a thunderous boom as the cave starts to collapse in the front. As the wall comes tumbling down, and the rocks start landing into the sea, and the spill of daylight comes careening into the cave as it kind of almost fights with the purple light emitting from the artifact on the top of the deck, kind of meeting in the middle. They merge into this conglomeration of purples and yellows and reds. The way has been opened. The wake's
She'll
call sits on the other side.
She'll start directing once again to lower the dinghy, get it ready, have everything prepared,
Okay.
and start rowing in.
Yeah, the dinghy goes to the sea wall there. The rest of you, how are you preparing the artifact? It is just wrapped. Are you kind of lowering it out? I think
I'm
you put some
assuming
nets around it.
nets and all the ropes are rotted, right?
Perhaps.
Ish.
The only one way to find out.
I want
Either
to.
investigate the ropes, or
Right.
you can try to test them.
I want to, while we're waiting, investigate and test the ropes and see what
Okay.
ones we can use to lower the whole thing down into the dinghy. And then,
Just give me a presence check as you are investigating these ropes.
Can I assist? Is that
Sure.
a thing?
please,
You
yes.
can assist. Either you can both roll, or I'll give Captain advantage.
No, give it to the captain.
Captain,
Okay.
please roll with advantage.
The first one I rolled was a 2.
Good.
The second one I rolled was a 12 plus 1.
Oh, plus 1
13.
for 13. You look over these ropes. You've been a seaman most of your life. Some of these ropes will not hold weight, but one of the nets will. It is just dry enough, and it's packed away in its crate that it will be of use to you. And you can wrap the artifact in that, and it should be relatively secure.
That's preparing for the dinghy to come in. I get the artifact prepared that way to lower it into the dinghy itself.
Yep, and you hear the sloshing of water as the dinghy starts rowing into this bay, into this cave. And you see Nayland at the front of it, ushering these row boys to go, go, go. Time's a wasting.
Before they arrive, I'd like to go up to the captain, if you would allow me, and get close, almost whisper.
I speak.
Big Smoke, if you ever need any help lowering the crew, I'm all ears. I got these
Lowering?
spices for a reason.
Aye.
Why give out the gold to the ones that don't need it?
I'll take that into consideration, Disho.
And soon the dinghy finds the Starfall's mercy, and looking down, you can see it propped and ready for retreat or to receive the artifact, this star fragment.
Right, you two. Hold her steady. Signal up to the captain as they lower it down.
And it clunks as it hits the dinghy, and the weight of the dinghy kind of slowly goes a little under the water and comes back up, and as it rights itself out, as it finds its buoyancy again.
Does it seem like we can hold everyone plus this artifact?
You cannot.
How? Okay, what is our total number of people we think can stay on this thing?
You probably could fit 2 more people in the dinghy before it starts to kind of go under the water. It is
So a total of
Sure.
5.
Sure, yeah. Because there's the 3 of you, 2 Roboys, the artifact.
Lawson.
Yeah, Lawson.
So we could have our entire party, minus the dinghy boys.
Yeah, if you leave them behind.
Cool.
They are disposable.
They sure are. They're both getting shanked and dropped into the water.
Bye.
Damn, guys, everybody.
Are you actually shaking them?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Make them touch the artifact. Free Ash.
Yeah.
We're not carrying skeletons back right now.
I mean, way
You
less.
can carry skeletons inside your body.
Yeah, give me a strength check. To shank them really quick.
That's a nat 20 plus 4.
They didn't
Valen's
even-
good at like one thing.
The Roboys go in. The Roboys don't come back out.
Yep,
Their
there's
body-
just a knife right in the back of the nape of both of them as their bodies slump out of the boat, leaving blood trails in the water.
As they float down.
Another signal up above.
And the boat
A little bit
rises.
of a bow. Come on down. Why are you shocked? You're the one who executed
Yeah,
the
you
boy
started
first.
It's just
I rolled
Eric-
last time to see if I was going along with it.
yeah. The captain's not shocked. Eric is enjoying the moment. That's I think the captain comes down first and he goes, "Good work, first mate." And I kind of give her a nod, and then I signal for everyone else to come down.
I'll come down.
Yep. I'll
Dead
follow.
weight does us no good.
And Lawson will follow, kind of dropping his animates on those skeletons as they crumble back into the piles of bones that they were, forever to wait an eternity. And as the 5 of you get onto this vessel, it does sink again right above the waterline as you slowly row yourselves back out of the cave.
Real quick, point of order. I would also like to execute our last guy that was helping us, because nobody else can know what's going on in here.
The Bram.
Olus.
One of
no,
them
Bram-
was a red shirt, the other was not a red shirt. This is the second one.
They both wore red shirts that day.
Okay, this is the second red shirt. That one's also
Olus.
getting executed.
Derek is correct. It is Olus. Olus will die. In shock.
Just for funsies,
And-
that was another nat 20.
What the fuck?
There's just like this
Murdering
skittering
your own crew.
up the side of the old ship, the broken ship, and then a splash off the other side, and Naylor returns.
Unfortunately
Right.
for you guys, I do believe Olus was the man who cleaned the bathrooms. So that's gonna have to go to somebody else.
That's okay. That's C. Brian's job now.
Mhm.
I take that. I take that.
And you guys row out of the cave with your artifacts wrapped in netting and clothing. Brother C. Brian, I believe, is naked in this boat. And you make it to the
Pretty
Wake's
much.
Call, where the crew is happy to receive you but they are saddened that there is no treasure aboard your boat. There's no gold, no silver, not even a glass.
We did get treasure from the one island we had stopped at.
300 silver
Um,
pieces.
Yeah, did we end up distributing that to the crew then?
I don't
Yes.
remember anybody actually saying that.
I know
I
that I had
believe-
given up my share.
I'll say we did to ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe as first mate, it's my job to make sure they get paid out. So I would do that
Okay.
as well. Even cutting into my share as necessary to
boarding-
make sure.
As we're boarding, I do imagine that Nayland is probably the last person off the dinghy and onto the boat. Right? Like before, you let everyone up first.
Yeah, Nayland will rise up with the dinghy. This is their domain.
Well, if the others go ahead of us and we have a moment where it's just Nayland and Seabrine, I just want to pull you aside. I know that I messed up. And Colin is up here, so never mind. It'll happen.
We'll have our moment later.
Yeah, Nayland is standing very stock straight, ignoring Seabrine at the moment. Not even really a glance down, just making sure everything's in order as we return to the ship. Making sure that pay goes out to everyone and everybody is satisfied enough. And to the point where they're still going to continue doing their jobs. Any questions of where did the other guys go? It's unfortunate, is all that will be said.
The
Also-
artifact is pretty obfuscated, wrapped in clothing and netting, but it is still heavy. You can see the eyes of the crew dart to it, but out of respect, they'll dart away, hoping that you guys will let them in to what has been happening inside the island. What would you like to do with the artifact? It is pretty heavy.
I want to go up to Nayland. Lock
Captain.
this into one of the brigs, if you will. I will rally the crew.
You'll get a nod and a whistle of command goes out for a few hands to help guide it downstairs.
They asked if you require a crate to place it in, or if you just want it wrapped up in the netting, like a Christmas turkey.
Box it up,
So a crate is
Put it-
pulled up from under deck.
lock it
The
down.
artifact is moved into it, sealed shut.
We should put it in something that will float. Like a barrel. Just in case. It's
Okay.
not time for the sea to claim this yet.
I don't know if a barrel will float with 600 pounds of weight in it. Will it?
Oh, is it the whole? I'm sorry. I was
If
thinking
it's sealed well enough,
How much
like
air?
there's air in there, it might have a better chance. But I don't know math.
I don't
Man.
think so.
Hey,
The ocean
man.
is salty enough. It'll.
Yeah, like if you
Yeah, it
were,
would
if
need-
you were
Oh, yeah.
sailing the Dead Sea.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to. It's enough air. It would have to displace 600 pounds of water,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess probably a barrel is not large enough. Never mind. I was thinking it was lighter.
Nah, star fragment heavy. Turns out.
It's very dense. Believe it or not.
Same. So Nail It is getting that battened down.
And the crate is moved to below deck as the Wig's Call is turned and pulled out of this little bay that it's kind of currently in and back to the open seas.
And now I want to pull Nathan aside at some point.
You can like follow me downstairs or something.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. I know I messed up, and I know that I will be making up for it for a long time. But you are a very good first mate. You are also more than that. You saw what he was long before I did, and I should have seen it. I would die for our captain, and I would die for you. I am sorry. I am sorry. I will make it up to you.
You should be careful with the promises you make, because you do not have a choice in who you will die for. If you pull anything like that again, the captain will not be able to speak fast enough to save your sorry hide. Do you understand?
Yes. Yes. And it is not a promise, it is a vow. It is stronger than that. He brought us here together. And I'm kind of pointing, almost pointing, like nodding down at the ocean below us. It will not happen again.
I know it won't. And there's that myriad of eyes all focused on you. Is there anything
Well,
else, Brother
no.
Seabright?
Thank you. And I'm just going to drift back up to wherever I normally hang out.
You can hear the kind of tap, tap, tap of claws beneath you as she is pacing a little bit. What's going on above deck?
As the artifact is being secured, the next question we have to ask ourselves is, where is our heading? Do we take the artifact? Do we try to sell it? Or do we go for the gold? Wherever it may be.
I'm going to keep an eye on Seabrine and Naylan. In addition to anyone that seems to go under, perhaps to look at the artifact or not, but go over to Captain. Big Smoke, what's it looking like tonight? Not a drinking? Not a partying? Or are we off to more of this treasure?
Aye, Disho. We have a new heading. We're going for this treasure. And I bring out the journal again. It speaks of, like I was mentioning before, it speaks of a ship full of treasure.
Aye.
But I don't quite know where it is yet.
Another puzzle. Okay.
The journal mentions a fort full of treasure. A marker of Grey Wake. Whatever that means.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. Just remember, I put my finger on your shoulder. You wouldn't be here if I wouldn't have won that game. Keep that in mind.
Get it, Disho, get it.
Aye, Disho. Good work winning that game. And I kind of pat him on the shoulder. I'll remember what is owed to you. Thinking about the journal's clues, is there anything in my experience that would kind of point me in one direction or the other to think about a abandoned fortress of some kind?
There are many abandoned fortresses over the years. Narrowing it down isn't that easy. Looking at the notes from the journal, the first officer, the first mate of this particular vessel, did mention that the fort is in a remote location. It probably wouldn't be on a chart anywhere. Seems already pretty elusive. But it does mention a marker for which to travel there. This gray wake, a term you've never heard before. But I'd be willing to bet he knows. And that's a lead.
He might know. You see the captain pondering and almost nervously twitching his fingers on his palm of his hand. We have a new heading. And he yells out, "We're going to Hexton."
Hexton.
Do any of the rest of us know about Hexton?
Oh,
We got kids there.
you know Hexton, as does every pirate who runs these seas. It is not a harbor for pirates. Hexton exists as the sea fortress town of the Vidarian Order.
Oh,
The Tidebound, they call themselves. This is their home and operating base here in the sea.
Is that where we would,
Hexton.
is that where we would expect to find the Iron Vigil?
That might be where you expect to see the Iron Vigil. But what you did not expect to see is off in the horizon, a mast springs up over the curvature of the earth, followed by the black sails. A ship has been following you.
Right. So I had done the prep work, theoretically, of making sure we had an out.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to get the island between us and them as quickly as possible. Even if it's not the exact route we want right now, just trying to break line of sight. How would we go about doing that?
All right. Let's do a presence roll. We're gonna need all of the crew at their stations, and I want one from everybody as you each lock down your particular stations.
That's a 4.
Okay.
I also rolled a 4.
We're very
Interesting.
distracted at the moment.
Interesting
15.
command crew. 15.
15.
Plus 1, 5.
Mine was a
7.
-1.
7. Disho the official. Aren't you the ship's cook?
Cook, fisherman.
Fisherman. Yeah, perfect. So you get the kitchen and the galley down pat. Everybody knows their stations. Brother C. Brian, you
That was the most
start.
condescending.
You get your
I
crew
got the poop
members
deck secure.
with an inspirational message, a passage, if you will, about the deep and how if you don't move right now, you're going to go meet him right now. And that kicks everybody into gear as they start pulling the ropes, pulling the anchor, lowering the mainsails, as the navigator starts calling out movements, which Captain Ironhand effortlessly pulls those movements out. And you make your way far from the island. And you can see the sails behind you start to lower, or raise, I should say, as they are starting to pull into this island that you are leaving far, far behind you. Boop, 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 boop. And we
All the way to the edge of the sea. Look at us go.
on the edge of this map.
Ah.
The world's flat.
Oh no, not
Flat-
this one again.
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
This one.
No, so it's
This one.
already been established just a bit ago that there's curvature. So
It's a curved flat. It's like a
a
Like a
dome.
dome.
Well,
but it's like an upside down
semicircle.
dome. It's a weird dome.
It's convex, not concave.
A
There you go.
bowl, if you will.
The bowl.
The bowl.
The bowl Earth theory.
Oh no. Disho, you would have a fancy little bottle of booze in the galley waiting for you. It's part of your pay.
Hard.
Ah.
Okay. So we have a couple of days of travel to Hexton. It is not the closest town. It's really kind of out of the way. Is there anything we like to do for these couple of days of travel?
So,
I'm
Captain
thinking-
Hexton? An interesting choice.
I don't want to go there either, but
Not that we have anything too hot.
I might know. I know somebody there that might be able to help with this riddle. Actually, I know somebody there that could help with this, but again, Hexton, not very welcoming for people of our career choices. So,
Sure.
This is an above table game or question, but do we have our name written on our vessel, or do we have like a Jolly Roger that we're displaying that like they would see us and know who we are?
That's a good question.
mhm.
The Vidarians have seen us previously.
They have.
maybe pursuing us directly.
And you have both your regular sails and your colors, which are flags kind of flown around to say, hey, we're pirates. You should probably surrender before we just like disembowel you for no reason because it's fun.
Who would do that?
It is. I mean, pretty
would
much
do
it's
that.
like, hey, we're going to pull you over. Like, stop. You are welcome to fly your colors at any time. They are currently just, I think you just have regular, I think you actually have black sails. Which
Are
a lot of ships
we-
have black sails.
Do we have like smugglers' colors or anything? Like, is there anything that we have stored in the boat to make our ship look more legitimate than it is, or to mask it, or to make it seem not like a
Maybe if
pirate vessel?
If we wanted to dock right outside port, not in port itself, not be
So-
suspicious that way.
Don't be
Hexton
suspicious.
isn't
Don't
right.
be
Interesting
suspicious.
place. Hexton has these two large stone port doors that allow the ships in and out. Only verified ships can come in and only verified ships can leave. It is a very controlled city. Getting in with your ship is a pretty hard task. You don't have the paperwork. You don't have a reason to be in Hexton. Because it's mostly meant for mercantile ships who port and sell their goods, pay their taxes, and relatively feel safe that their investments on these, because these ships are worth hundreds and thousands of gold pieces, that they're going to be safe for the evening. And that is what Hexton provides. It is also the home of many accountants and bankers and men of business. Because where the money flows, so does the government too.
So the Iron Vigil was protecting us last we saw them from the Reavers.
That's
I
correct.
don't think they ever got close enough to see who exactly we were.
Mm-hmm. They assumed
Which
you
kind of
were.
makes me think. It kind of makes me think that there's nothing super obvious that we have going on. That would be like, look at these pirates.
Yar pirates.
At least not then.
I
How
think
about our
within
notoriety?
closer inspection, any regular Vidarian, but especially the Iron Vigil, would be able to tell you guys are pirates. It's the scurvy. It's the rotten teeth. It's the
Hey, I'm
spume
pretty
all
sure
over the
Disho
deck.
keeps us stocked with limes.
It's the name Disho the Fisho. They know. It's a dead giveaway.
Dang.
All that I'm doing during this time is just picking all of the worst jobs that there are to do on the ship, and then I'm doing them. preemptively.
I'm assigning him all of the worst jobs.
The sputum cleaner.
Only cover they're already done.
I'm giving Seabrine just a little bit of a shot of the bottle that Nayland gave me, just to see if it was already opened and tested before I take a sip.
Nayland, was the bottle of alcohol poisoned?
Hold, please.
Oh,
It
Wait.
was not.
And that's
No.
why I
grabbed the wrong
cast.
bottle.
Did you roll for
It was
poison?
not intentionally poisoned. It was set aside. Nayland has a little stash of
Mm,
trinkets and things that each individual crew member like has an affinity for.
Mhm.
So like every once in a while, if somebody's done something worthy of something a little extra, she'll kind of slip that to them.
okay.
Imagine
kind
it's like
of thing.
a cabinet that she can open up.
It's
and
like
"All
the
right, everybody,
teacher's drawer of fun little toys
pick a
and like extra
prize."
prizes. Like you don't just get a gold star today, you get a toy as well.
Oh,
Or a bottle of
reward
booze.
other crew members with tickets, and if they save up their tickets, they can win a prize.
Nailing bucks.
yeah, Nayland. I got Goldschlager. Hell yeah.
Yeah, pirates, pirate prizes.
But yes, she knows how to reward people properly and makes sure to do so on occasion, just enough that they follow when given commands with very few questions. So no, it has not been poisoned. Is where all that's going.
Yeah, so I'll put a slice of lime on a little glass, give it to Seabrine. Take a little break if you need. But after you're done, you're gonna want to go to the next washroom. Just used it, and I'm just gonna head out.
Whenever you're free.
There's a lot of beans on this ship. Good luck.
Beans and limes.
Dry beans and hardtack. So you're both constipated and shitting yourself at the same time.
No. That's atrocious. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's both wet and dry rotted.
I go do that. I finish the rest of my drink, and then I go without complaint to do my penance.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the crew a little more than usual. Like normally it's just making sure like everyone's doing as they should. But a little extra attention just to see if anybody's acting a little bit strangely now that there's a mystery object. Who's gonna crack first and go after it?
Yeah,
And
give me a spirit check.
spirit. Oh, Boise. 18 minus 3, 15.
15. For now, the crew seems to be of good spirit. Maybe they didn't get what they were hoping for, but maybe a couple extra tickets were passed around, Nayland bucks, and the crew seems to be satisfied with that so far.
Gold has been paid around.
Yeah, and the silver from the last
and-
adventure.
Or pieces of 8, rather.
Yeah, has made it around. So they are satiated for now. But if something more shiny doesn't come along soon, who knows?
When we are in port next, I would also be looking for a couple of potential new hires. Just to
We've just
make
had
sure
an opening.
make sure we're at the proper amount of crew.
Get it on the ground floor. We're looking for 4 interns, unpaid, of course. Possibility of death way high. Yeah, you're
But
more than welcome to look for
holds up
pirate
a little
crew
dollar bill.
in the anti-pirate
Nayland
town.
bucks. I can offer you 3 Nayland bucks.
Collect 1,000 of them, and you can win this nitty little hand slapper thing.
Like the Bowser room, you get a
Sticky
shiv in the back.
So our heading is Hexton. It is a anti-pirate port. How do we plan on infiltrating the city? I think that would be a good idea to come up with a plan before
So
we get to Hexton.
I'm putting this out there that we can maybe cross off several things at once. We've already been trying to reward the crew. Why don't we aim for a local merchant vessel, something that is already local to Hexton, a ship they're already maybe familiar with, but maybe not too familiar with, because we don't want them to recognize that people that they usually would know are not on the ship, because we would have killed them, drowned them. But that's my thought, is we just keep our ship somewhere anchored far away somewhat, and we take a merchant ship and then we sail it into Hexton.
We don't quite have enough crew to manage 2 vessels. We'd be leaving ours relatively unguarded.
We could.
Might be an interesting idea, though, Nathan. If we use Lawson's friends to man this ship, and I'll stay on this ship, of course, to make sure it's managed
Lawson's
appropriately.
Skeleton friends have been left on the island.
Oh
But
no,
we can get new ones.
We can get new ones
with the merchant ship.
Fresh.
We do have a star. Just a thought.
That's a great idea, Captain.
Lawson, how far can your friends be from you?
Oh, not that far, unfortunately.
So we have to leave you and the captain.
I can only do only 6, especially only when I'm by. He kind of looks around to make sure there's no other crew listening. By the artifact, it was surprising that it empowered me to do that many. At most, I can only do 1 outside of its influence.
We could possibly dock or anchor, I should say, away from the city a little bit. You ride the dinghy in, and you all go in by foot through the front gate.
Would perhaps some people in a dinghy who are in need of help,
Aye.
perhaps a merchant vessel might offer some aid? We've been blown astray and need to get into port. They're already going in. Maybe we get a few in that way. As fun as a scrap would be.
I don't object.
We can scupper it on the way out, if it makes us feel better. Disho, you tend to have interesting ideas.
I worried about the mates leaving the artifact here, and just us go.
Oh, Disho, I can stay behind. I'll be back protecting the ship and the artifact.
Captain, I must remind you, you are a captain. You can do whatever you want.
Right, true.
It is.
I will stay back and protect the ship.
Okay.
I would like to. I normally would say I want to go wherever you go. We are going to Hexton. We are going to Hexton to meet your contact. It might be difficult for us to meet your contact without you.
I already thought of that, and I hand over C. Brian a letter. Just find the name on the letter. Hand him this.
Can see Brian read.
Yes, I can read.
Just checking.
Nayland takes the paper and turns it upside down.
There you go.
Where
That's
can
one
we
Nayland book for
find
you.
this?
What I give you is it looks like just mundane writing, but it's a form of thieves' cant among pirates, and there is a secret code in there for the
Pirates
contract.
can't, I believe,
Pirates
is the official
can't.
term.
Pirates can't.
Thief is implied.
Where can we find this person? It's a big town / city.
You'll know when you find him. You'll know.
You do have an answer for this question. I can give it to you if you'd like.
Yeah.
No, I like that answer actually. I
Okay.
feel it.
Well, he's obnoxiously vague.
God will tell me. God will
I
tell me.
unfortunately gave him the answer to this question only
Yeah.
10 minutes before we started this game because I only had
Oop.
remembered to tell him this.
You'll find him at the Ledger House.
Any bells
for-
ringing for that name?
The
The
Ledger
name-
House?
Yeah.
The Ledger House is less a specific title, but more of a building type. There's usually only one of them in a city. That is where taxes and official order forms are filled out and sent through. It is like the bureaucratic center of a town, like this, the Ledger House, they call it.
There is a raised eyebrow toward you when you say Ledger House.
Aye. Yes, Nayland.
Ledger House. Really?
I just give you a smile. Look for somebody named Brannick Cole and hand him that letter.
You're Nayland, I appreciate the but they're kind of like pirates though. I mean, tax collectors are just pirates that are really good at taking money. So good that
Legal
But
pirates.
they have legal backing. That's the worst part. At least we're honest about it. That's beside the point.
We're honest about how much we lie to you.
We say, hand us your money or die. If they don't hand us their money, they die. It's pretty straightforward. It's a very direct transaction. Right,
Very
find the
true.
guy, hand the letter. Anything else we should know?
Don't get caught.
Right. And where will we be leaving you then? You haven't tucked away around the corner?
I'll be guarding the ship and the artifact. We
Getaway
should
boat.
we should make some kind of signal that you are and chance running from the city. Maybe I can come scoop you all up quick. Seabrine, is there anything flashy you can do?
I was just thinking that I can possibly alter the weather. I have to double check what that exactly entails, but I think I could summon storm clouds or
Cover the midday sun.
something like that.
Right.
Very
If
dramatic.
If I see that's happening in a very isolated location, I know to come by and scoop you all up.
Okay. So we need to find a merchant ship to attack and board and co-opt.
Well,
Still don't know if we
unfortunately-
need to like attack them, is the thing.
Oh,
unfortunately,
yeah.
you know where they're going. They're probably headed to Hexton. For them, that's like,
Yeah.
this is an easy win for us. That's a safe harbor.
Now, do we want to
Yeah.
attack a merchant ship this close to where these guys with the
Yeah.
giant
All the
cannons
Vidarians
are?
So is the alternative we we act like we need help.
We get help, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Now-
My brother, he's injured.
What B question? This one's Nico. Is that gonna make them want to help us a little more or less?
If we let him
some
get
clothes-
sunburned,
I
perhaps.
have some clothes on.
I'm assuming
back on the
you've
ship.
been.
I have-
I'm assuming you've been naked
No,
for days on end.
It's been days.
I have other changes of clothes on the pirate ship now that we're
As-
I
back.
won't close my
Just not
body until the
put them on
captain
is the
tells me
thing.
so.
As captain of this ship, I have not acknowledged it even 1%.
I realize that I'm not clothed, and I go and put clothes on.
Whoops. Hey,
Or-
little disho.
Put that fish
Oh,
away.
dear.
Is that one of my kids?
Yeah.
Would
All
it
right.
would it be possible to anchor our ship and then dinghy into the island landmass and get in that way?
Yeah, you could go up the coast a bit and then come back
Right.
down.
That's awesome. That's an idea. I kind of like the merchant ship sneaking on idea more though.
So what's the play? What are we? I could act like a missionary who has been in trouble, and I could pretend to worship a false god, one that they like. I could drum something up, and
You familiar with Vidar?
DM, am I familiar with that one? I
Vidarian?
refuse to say his name. Yeah, I refuse to say it. Yeah.
Oh, the false gods.
How familiar am I with?
Yeah, give me a spirit
Balos
check.
Vidar? Yep.
Ahura Behe.
Yeah, that's the only god that Andrew recognizes. Okay, this is going to be really high. So it's a natural 18.
There's no.
Oh, it's a 23. The spirit
Yep.
is +5.
You are familiar with the Vidarians. The Vidarians in this area go by the moniker the Tidebound, whatever that means. They are like the local law enforcement of the area.
Oh, they're boat cops.
Boat cops. They
Gross.
are the embodiment of everything that is scary about the Coast Guard, except for they will stab you. The Vidarians in this area have a zero tolerance policy for pirates and piratry. Some think that they take it a little too far, that they are almost as bad as the pirates themselves. But at least they won't rob you.
It'll just tax you.
I can pretend to be one of their filth for a couple of hours to get us to where we need to go.
So
Brad,
a
that would mean
Vidarian
a lot.
priest, a chef,
Yes.
and me.
I will say that we were on a passenger ship. 3 days. 3 days travel from here. The passenger ship wrecked or was attacked by pirates or whatever. We'll figure it out. And we made it out and the others did not. And we are trying to return to Hexton to sound the alarm.
So you want to go in under the premise that there are active pirates nearby and alert the people that hate pirates that there are active pirates nearby, when in fact there are active pirates nearby.
Yes, and we send them east
Aha.
and
see.
we park our ship west.
There's pirates over there.
Yes.
Does that work out with like the tides and stuff?
When
Or
I-
the currents?
I don't
this
think
map-
that's how that works, but
I want to look at my map. Is there any islands toward that, any either directions where this plan could work? We can say the pirate attacked X town on an island.
yeah, there are a couple of islands in this section of the world.
Nice. I like
Any
it.
any inhabited that we would know of that wouldn't be a pirate town itself?
Yeah, like
yeah.
is there a local crew that we can throw under the bus here?
Right.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
oh,
well,
they attacked us.
The
I mean,
BlackRock.
We'd blame.
we have
at the
Black
island you were
the
just
Blackwick
at,
Reavers.
The
there
Reavers?
is the Reavers.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are pirates, and they are your rivals in this game.
And listen,
Fantastic.
we do know we could point to say that where we just came from because we know we were being followed. So
Right.
if they were other pirates that were after what we just picked up, which presumably that's what they knew that they were initially looking for the thing that we found. So we could just send 2 birds with 1 stone.
They've been following us since Port Calder.
So we'll send them some company.
Nayland is just very gently like nodding, like, all right. That makes sense. Arms are still crossed, but
Makes sense.
all right.
We have a plan.
We'll take Lawson with us as well, I presume. You'll have the rest of the crew here anyway.
Aye.
You sure you can handle them, Captain?
He can handle anything.
I kind of give you a smirk. I can handle it.
Don't make me more work. I don't want to have to replace all of them. Be a pretty good payday, though. Make sure you
Oh.
save their bones. Big grin. Pointy teeth. Little too much joy in that.
We do have to find a way to grind them, huh?
We have a copy of the riddle with us as well. Someone write that down.
I
The
assume
riddle?
it's in the letter. Or
The
the
journal.
The
clue.
Yeah, the
It's
clue
not
that
so
we-
much a riddle as it is like this is where you need to go. The thing that you're missing is the marker from which to start from.
Mhm.
Traveling a bell is just like a fancy way of saying we traveled for a day, and then so on and so forth. It just starting from whatever the Grey Wake is what the piece you're missing.
Okay, so we have a copy of the riddle then.
Yeah, and I can
Okay.
read it
I
for
will.
you again if you'd like.
No, I have it.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure.
I will. Captain will write a copy with the letter as well and hand it to you.
Nayland turns that piece of paper around so you're actually looking at the writing this time.
Flips it over.
Oh.
It's written on the back of a Nayland buck. The other side. That's what the crew uses for notes.
Imagine the Nayland buck is just the Dragonborn grinning teeth on the back of it.
Congratulations. And it just says congrats.
Hey, Barrett, do you remember the cards? That's what's on the back. It's just deck. It's a deck of cards.
Nice.
Very fancy.
Okay. Do we have what we need?
I highly suggest cleaning up, and I look over at everybody in the part of this mission.
I think I agree with everything you say. But if we are selling the idea that we've been at sea for several days and that we just survived an attack, we maybe want to look the part. I'm sorry.
Fair. Nope. Fair.
Lord.
My
Lord.
lord.
All right, so I think we have our plan. You guys are going to get into the dinghy, all bruised and beaten up, and set sail for the nearest merchant ship, while Captain Ivan Ironhand takes the ship somewhere else to kind of hide for a while. Upon getting onto the merchant ship, you are going to use that to infiltrate into Hexton and see if you can make contact with Brannick Cole. Am I correct?
Yes.
That sounds about right.
All right.
Nayland.
Can I beat Sea Brian up a little bit extra just to make him look the part?
You guys
So
can do whatever
Sea Brian turns to you to
long as
ask
it's
that
consensual.
very thing. Because I literally was about to say, can you hit me? Can you beat me?
There
So I
is
looked
absolutely
apart,
no
and then you-
question There's the strongest backhand that drops you to the deck
I almost want.
instantly.
Can I have a strength check from Naylin to see how much she can actually pull her punches from not just beating the ever living shit out of?
Are you pulling punches? Because I feel.
Oh, not at all. Can I have an advantage on this? Because I'm mad.
Well, I think you're rolling to not kill him. So a high roll to not kill him. So
okay.
Oh, that's on the table.
I want to say yeah. Well, just
Okay,
to
so
like unbridled rage.
And that one, and I fucking died.
I rolled a 4 plus 4 for an 8.
For an 8. Okay. We're gonna.
So lower roll is a stronger hit. Is that what I'm hearing?
She breaks
Yeah.
my jaw, and then I can't even talk when we get to where we're going.
Oops.
Yeah, we're gonna take off a couple of hits from Brother Steve Bryan.
Yeah.
He's
Remind me-
fine. Walk it off.
HP. How much health points do you have?
6.
6. Let's take off.
5.
We'll take off 4.
Oh my god.
As you guys see Naylin just pounds on Brother Steve Bryan and just, I'm really selling it.
You get like a backhand and then a punt that sends you across the deck.
Has anyone ever seen, or I guess read, but seen the Da Vinci Code? Anyone here?
Mm-hmm.
You know the dude, like the big ascetic, who's like whipping himself because like he's a big like pain is the way to God kind of thing. C. Bryan like embraces this pain in the way that fucking zealot monk did. Like I am enjoying this way more than I should because I feel like I deserve this.
You get a soft moan.
I'm a sinner.
I'm gonna ignore that.
I don't enjoy it in that way. I just,
does anybody
I'm not
else,
like a sadomasochist.
Does anybody else want to take a couple punches? Or do you just want to fake it?
Anybody else want in on this?
I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
Blood.
This is making me a little uncomfortable.
I'd rather cut my own finger off.
Yeah. You've already got a face like a drop pie. We don't need any more.
So you guys rip up your clothes a little bit. Brother Steve Bryan, you take a couple of punches. There is definitely a bruise forming on your jaw.
There's a cracked rib.
It is kind of hard to talk a little bit. But you look the part. And you all climb into your dinghy and you see the Wake's Call disappear beyond the horizon as you are adrift at sea.
I half pass out and just drop a hand into the water just to feel the ocean. And the whole time you were hitting me, I just was saying, I deserve this. I deserve this.
As the sun rises on a new morning, the sun is swelteringly hot. You feel your lips get parched as the salty sea air does nothing to help. And after some time, you see the flags of a ship. The ship named, change this layer, the Westfolds Pride. As it comes, we're going to say this is the dinghy for now. The Westfolds Pride is a merchant ship through and through. A series of cannons sit on top of its deck, but this is not a vessel of war. They're mainly for show. The sails themselves glittered with golden string. The crew looks healthy and fresh, as if they had been at sea for no more than a day or two. They pull up to the dinghy, and they lower ropes. Oi, come aboard if you'd like. What has happened to you poor creatures?
Thank you, brothers. Balos Vidar smiles upon you.
No, the Vidarians and whatnot.
I'll climb up. We were attacked 3 days ago west of here. We were a passenger ship. We were completely defenseless. I tried to put up the best fight I could. And, well, these are the only people I was able to save. So we're trying to get to Hexton to warn the other Vidarians that this is what's happening. They need to get out there and make this right. There's a lot of souls lost there. And it breaks my heart.
Would anybody else like to add to that?
Valen has wrapped their face a decent bit to try and hide the multitude of eyes. A little bit of extra blood in there from somewhere. Undisclosed location. Is it Seabrine's? Maybe. Just to make it look like there's injury without actual harm. Not going to say anything, just trying to help the others feebly get up the ship.
Yeah, I've gone through a couple bottles of grog, so just to look like I'm kind of like wobbly at this point, looking like I need help.
Takes him a few extra.
Brother Seabrine, would you give me a presence check to convince the captain of the Westfold's Pride to let you sail along with them?
Oh boy, what is my presence?
Is there any bonus or boon for the rest of us helping?
And also, I'm pretty beat up.
You are pretty beat up.
It's pretty pathetic.
It is pathetic. The grog breath, though, probably isn't helping. And your silence is not really serving.
I rolled a 12. 9 plus 3.
Plus 3 of 12. Give me a D4 of extra presence. You do look. You really took the character, and your method acting is on point.
I rolled a
2, so 14. That is good.
It is
very
kind of you.
These seas, they're just about as dangerous as they were a millennium ago. It's as if the Vidarians aren't doing their job anymore. Ugh.
It reminds me of this list that I have of sayings and advice and just moral things that I have learned. And one of them is that things never change. Not really. Unless you change them, which is what you did today. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Please enjoy of our ship. We are headed for Hexton very fortuitously. Perhaps you can ride in with us together if you have business in Hexton. I'm sure you can find some the help that you require. There are plenty of medical pavilions there.
I have many brothers in arms there as well. It would be good to see them.
Perfect.
Do you have a doctor? I do believe I am bleeding internally.
We have the next best thing. We do have a nursemaid. And he calls
a bottle of rum.
A bottle of rum. Your friend here has brought that with them. But we have a nursemaid, and one is sent for. And you are brought below deck where the crew's quarters are, and they're mostly these like swinging hammocks, and you are set upon in one and given water and food, and some bandages. As for the internal bleeding, they can't really do anything for that, but they can help with the swelling on your jaw.
They can kiss your boo-boos.
On the way in, as I'm going below deck, you just kind of hear my voice fading. This reminds me of Rule 69, and then I'll just disappear into the...
And the rest of you are given quarter spaces to exist as the ship lists into the sea and away from... your dinghy is brought up.
Nalen's probably gonna stay with the dinghy and look haunted back from whence they came. Like there's trauma there.
It's deep. And
Really,
after
she's just keeping an eye out.
a good part of the rest of the day, the brilliant walls of Hexton appear. Hexton sits tight along the coast. It is built for control rather than comfort. The harbor is deep and well used, but nothing about this place feels welcoming. Ships come and go in a steady line, guided by the large stone port gates and the Vidarians who stand watch upon them. And I'm going to Hexton. Boop, 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 boop. We can see that. Stone buildings pressed close to the waterfront, their lower levels worn by salt and foot traffic. Streets run narrow and direct, cutting between warehouses and counting houses with little room to wander. This is the kind of place where you always feel like you're getting in someone's way, even if they won't say it aloud. Patrols move through the streets and along the piers in quiet pairs, not looking for trouble, but definitely expecting it. Conversations dip as they pass. Doors close a little quicker. Out in the port docks, anchored right in the front to be seen, sits a large vessel, larger than the rest. Clean lines and pale sails and a disciplined crew moving in practice rhythm shows why its banner needs no introduction. Hexton is not a safe harbor for pirates. As the Westfold's Pride enters into Hexton, to the large stone gate portcullis, the ship is stopped and inspected. And before you know it, 6 Vidarians, clad in their armor, come aboard the ship. They look through every nook and cranny. They look through the crew manifest, and they notice that 4 members are not aboard this vessel, or should be aboard this vessel. They finish their inspection of the cargo and make sure that nothing is amiss. And the head, the captain on duty, pulls the 4 of you aside to address this. I've talked to the captain upon the Westfold Pride. He has told me of your story. I see you are not on this crew manifest. Perhaps you can give me some clarification on why you are aboard this vessel.
As he walks up, I'm going to greet him with the Vidarian. Is it hands on the heart?
It's like this thing.
Yeah,
so you're showing your fist, and then the wings come off.
Yeah,
he bears an emblem on his chest. It is of a bare hand and feathers that do not look very angelic. They remind you of a seagull.
We were on a passenger vessel, the Jolly Jamboree, about 3 days west of here. We were attacked. There was and I spit, pirate ship. I didn't get a good look at who they were, but I did hear one of them say that they were the motherfucker.
Reavers.
Reavers.
The Blackwick Reavers. They said we were property, and everything that we owned was property of theirs now. I fought them off best I could. I tried to help.
We've been out here and whoop whoop, getting bongoed, mate.
Fellow brother in arms, what were you doing upon the Jolly Jamboree? It does not sound like one of our vessels.
My hope was to bring back some of our flock that had been led astray by debauchery. I had convinced some to come back with me, but now they rest at the bottom of the ocean.
Can you give me a presence check? You are bluffing a Vidarian by being a Vidarian. It is a tough claim call.
Okay. No. That is a 10. 7 plus 3.
Brother, perhaps you could do something for me.
Of course.
Would you show me your weighted stone?
I lost it. I had to leave in a hurry. The only thing I managed to bring out was what we had in the dinghy in these two.
Perchance tell me if it is that lost at the bottom of the ocean, how far along in its journey did you take it?
Not far enough.
Roll me another presence check, this time with advantage. You seem to muddle your way into a somewhat correct answer.
That is an 18.
18. Well, it is not the same. But go speak at the fortress. They will provide you another.
Thank you.
Perhaps this is the one to go far enough.
And you'll send ships to recover what they can.
Yes,
Okay.
of course. Obviously,
Yes.
ships will be dispatched. This will be in my report. We have been getting reports of these Black Wake Reavers in the area as of late. It has been on our radar. They were just confronted a couple of days ago. Last seen toward Port Calder. That's not too far from here, so.
For what it's worth, I managed to take a couple with me. But
that is always good.
It's enough.
But I will not hold you guys up any longer. And he signals. The gate is lifted up. That's the word. And the Vidarians exit the vessel, and the Westfold's Pride casually drifts into the port and docks.
Thank you, brothers. As they leave, I'll do the
salute.
The salute one more time. And as soon as they're out of view,
I take it back.
Please forgive me, Ocean.
You have successfully made it into Hexton. Where are we headed?
Can we take a 5-minute break?
I was going to do that at 9 o'clock, but yes,
Okay.
we can. I was going to give you even 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
But only, it's 5 minutes for a break, but 5 extra minutes if someone can give me 2 Nayland bucks. That's the prize.
So,
Wait.
funny you mentioned Nayland bucks. I'm at the annual meeting, so all of the educators across the state are together for the week. And for shenanigans, I've put together quest cards that I've been giving people. And so, like, one of them is grand entrance. Grab 2 other people and make your grand entrance. I have no idea what's going to happen there.
Neat.
Adventure time. Find or make a little guy and document its adventures.
Like a Flat Stanley.
Act natural. Or no, sorry. Natural habitat. Get a cryptid picture of yourself in the wild. So there's a bunch of them.
That's really creative. That's funny.
Crow Market is one of my favorites. Go find a trinket, trade it with someone for something new, and bring me the something new.
That is, I like that one.
Geocaching. It is 8:55. Let's take a 10-minute break. We'll come back at 9:05.
Right.
Alrighty.
So that's your Nayland bucks for today.
Nayland bucks.
Fantastic.
What are you munching on?
Grapes. Nabby gave me some grape.
Nice.
She made me cookies.
Nice.
I think these cookies were meant for Sunday.
They
Made.
never got made.
No, she ended up making cupcakes instead.
The cupcakes look
Oh
good.
no, what a tragedy.
I know.
Well, we
Well,
kind of do like a potluck or a themed
Food
meal
theme.
for food theme for our D&D sessions on Sunday.
Nice.
Which
last
I
week
think
was chicken and dumplings. It was yesterday's.
I think the
Ooh.
theme now is I'm going through everybody. I'm trying to see what their favorite foods are. I'm making a dish for everybody. I think Evan's was braised short ribs, mashed
Mhm.
potatoes.
Ooh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Mm,
Eric is a very
Boom.
good chef. His
Thank
wife
you.
went to culinary school as well, I believe.
That's where we met. She went to pastry arts
Mm,
school. I met in
yes.
culinary school, and then I had to take a couple pastry arts classes, and I met her in breads class.
Mhm.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Good old breads class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my parents own a restaurant. I worked in it for over 16 years before I do what I do now.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh,
I make really
What a
good buttered
time.
noodles.
nice.
I,
You have to get the water ratio to the butter just right for them to stick perfectly.
melt in
I
your
got
mouth.
it. Yeah.
I don't mean to brag, but I still cook like I am like in college. Not good. Although not like when you were in college, apparently, because
my culinary school is cool because the tuition was the cookbooks, which you kept. I still use my college book now, and then all the food you make, you get to take home. So like you're essentially making all the food you paid for to go to college. It
so
was
cool.
it was cool. It was stressful though. You did the full college
Yeah.
courses all the way till
I've
4 or 5, and then you worked full time after.
I've seen The Bear, so I get a pretty good understanding, I think, of.
I'm not even trying to
It's exactly the
dramatize it.
same.
I'm not even trying to dramatize it. The Bear was essentially like how I grew up was like that guy's life, and then the beef was like the restaurant my family owned, but it's like a
That's
pizza shop
great.
instead of like a sandwich. Yeah, it was very stressful.
Wow, man,
But
that's fascinating.
yeah, it was
What a
good.
time.
Yeah, it was good though. Yeah.
Alrighty. If we're all back.
All back. Time to
We're
spare.
not sorry.
You guys have made it into Hexton. You find yourselves in the port. The Ledger House is deep within the city's walls. Patrols go every 10 or 15 minutes or so through these streets, all hours of the day, all hours of the night, in pairs. Their watchful eyes, they see it all. Where are we headed?
Do we seem to be drawing attention?
You are the most unscrupulous of the people around you. You look damaged. That in itself
Cool.
is not cause for alarm. But it is suspicious.
The money that we have as well, like, is that something that we can freely spend?
If you like to.
Just checking. Like, I didn't want to have like nail bucks that nobody accepts as legal tender. Like, what do
Forcibly
you
accept
mean?
it.
I will say it is coming towards nighttime. So a lot of general shops and things are closed. But there are some people working, burning the midnight oil, making sure that everything is up to date, doing restocking and whatnot.
Perhaps a place to rest.
Do we get any inclination as to where this ledger house is from where we are?
I will say that the pirate captain informed you where the ledger house is within the city of Hexdam.
Are we aware
Incredible.
of any taverns or bunkhouses or hostels or anything that are nearby to this
Just-
place?
Just to
They have
kind of
them on
make
the
it
dock
look like we're legit, like we have nowhere to go, but we managed to salvage a little bit of coin
Mhm.
to stay someplace because we are beat up. Woe is us.
What was
Alas,
that?
alack.
I mean, as soon as the Westfold's Pride is fully docked, there are the retainer crew that's going to stay and they sleep on the ship. The rest of them, they get their pay. They're going to leave the ship and they're heading to the nearest tavern to spend it. There are several taverns dotted along the harbor here for these hardworking men
Harbor's
and
here?
women.
She's here?
Harbor.
My girl.
Anyway, along the harbor here, for these hardworking men and women to spend all of their hard-earned pay. So taverns are pretty easy to find. There are some nicer ones the further you go into the city, which are also gated behind these large stone walls, further and further in the city. On the bottom right-hand side here, as you can see, there is a small castle fort that overlooks the rest of the water or the rest of the town here. It is strung up with Vidarian banners as far as the eye can see. So almost God himself can see, look at the work we're doing here. It's important work.
These people. They love the land too much.
Yep. But the ledger house would most certainly be in the merchant's quarter of the town, as that's where all the money is flowing through, and so thus all the paperwork and taxes and bureaucracy that are attached to it must flow through as well.
Ugh. Milton spits on the ground.
So we get a place to stay for right now and clean up a little bit before we meet with the captain's friend.
Perhaps a place for the evening. Show them that we are meaning business. And we go make our account known as quickly as we can. So the information isn't lost. Wink, wink.
Yes. So, and I guess in that case, we are going to generally be walking toward the ledger house, but we'll just stop at if there's a tavern that's nearby that's kind of cheap and
Yeah, something cheap and filthy.
available room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheap and
Especially
filthy.
And Disho is looking for any dark alleyways nearby. Anything cheap and filthy.
cheap and filthy are two adjectives that are not used when talking about Hexton. Things are not cheap. Things are not filthy. This city is run like a Vidarian stronghold. Things are not allowed to be filthy. Things are not allowed to be, well, things are allowed to be cheap, but you can't
Disho,
be
are you
filthy
gonna
and cheap.
try and unload some ash? Are you unleashing drugs into this prime and proper city?
Listen,
there's-
I'm fully here
you gotta
for it.
give Dishu like at least an hour or so. I'll meet back up, but I gotta
Can I
find some
retcon?
alleys.
Can I retcon that I gave him the ash to sell?
No, the
Please
ash
do.
probably would. I mean, I don't. That's like very
wait.
expensive
No,
material.
you had tossed that into the water when you almost fell in.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, we
Yeah,
did have
and-
some
and
fresh
we-
skeletons, but
We had been thoroughly searched when we arrived here as well, so we wouldn't have wanted to have it on us.
I mean,
No fun. I was gonna pull out a bag
bend
of
over and
ash.
cough.
I'm still.
Hey,
you know
want
what?
some ash?
If I can't sell, I'm buying.
Do
You
some
go
market
around and
research.
ask,
Do some market research.
hey, you got drugs? Hey, you got drugs? I'm not a cop.
I don't know. Like, is it easier to sneak through the city to go find the ledger house, or to find where they're selling this highly sought after, very rare drug?
I mean, highly sought after, very rare drugs are prime for very rich people. So
True.
one in the
And
same place, perhaps.
ash would
Good
sell
point.
very well in Hexton. There are a lot of overworked merchants and bankers who toil away their entire lives and just want to, you know.
I want to feel
I
powerful.
would like to pitch the idea that we talk to the captain's friend, and if the captain's friend is even a little enlightened as our captain, then we talk to this contact as a potential future contact for someone who could get us connections within the city, and then we go back to our captain and we let him know that, hey, we have a potential
Distribution.
nexus here. Correct. And then the captain will be so happy, and he'll say thank you, and he'll
That's
he'll like
awesome.
Right.
he'll call me son.
Papa.
He'll call me son.
Either way,
Dishu.
you're gonna need to be testing everything first. Keep that in mind.
What?
Sorry.
You test the
You go to
alcohol.
the tavern.
You test the drugs.
Andrew, is there any way to talk more like your jaw is busted a little bit? Like it's swollen?
I'll just talk less. I see.
Oh.
I go to the tavern and I go to sleep.
Go sleep.
Wow. 2 people in this call that we've left behind. Disho, do what you need to. We'll grab a room, keep up appearances, and meet in the merchant's quarter. Probably best not to approach as a group.
But I will pray for you.
Lawson, go with him. Okay.
Yes. I'll be back. Perhaps. And I just
If
go
you're not,
scrounging
well,
off.
your pay is mine. Little bit of a smile. Like, I know you'll be back.
Yeah.
So we're rooming up for the night.
We're gonna purchase a room,
Okay.
not stay, and keep moving, kind of winding our way through the city.
Perfect.
My thought is we raised a little suspicion on our way in. I want to make it look like we're not quite sure where we're going in the city. We have a destination. Maybe stop and ask a couple people, like, "Oh, which way to the merchant's quarters?" That kind of thing. Like, put on the appearance that we are, in fact, trying to get someplace specific. We're not entirely sure. We're a little beat up, but we're trying.
Give me a presence check.
Always with the presence.
Presence is the charisma of this.
I know it is.
How you hold yourself.
Where did my d20 go? There it is. Ha! Presence. That's a 6 minus 1 for a 5.
I
Do
Galen
you
looks horrifying with this like
Mhm.
partially bandaged, many eyes.
A lot of people are not looking for trouble. They do not want the Vidarians at their home. They
That's fair.
no thank you. No soliciting, and they point to signs they have outside the door. It says no soliciting.
Says we don't ask questions first. We shoot first, ask questions later. Whatever the heck.
In this house, we don't call the
Brian,
Vidarians on a sign.
Yeah.
See, Brian, can you make this look better? I don't do this kind of thing. She looks exhausted at this point, just like from people in general.
Yeah, I also look exhausted because I have a concussion.
At least one.
We see dead.
Yeah. She's trying to make this. She's trying to sell the idea that we're looking for a place. Is that what you need assistance
Yeah.
with?
Like try
I
and
am
make it so
going-
we're not super suspicious
Mhm.
traveling through.
Yeah, I am. So I want to do two things. Number one, I want to occasionally be asking about the location that the captain that I've spoken to had mentioned to us, the place where I would find my magic rock bullshit. I also want to show a very clear deterioration. Yeah. But as I'm asking from like person to person, and the more that I'm walking, like I want to like lag behind more. I want to be like start coughing. I want to like be leaning up against doorways, like making it very clear that I'm injured. And then that way, when we decide to like settle down for the night, I can argue that I waited to go to the keep or whatever because I needed to recuperate first. So that's what I'm trying to do.
We'll add a present check for that too. Yeah, and if you ask, they would just immediately point to the keep, which is the highest point of the city.
And that is a 17.
Okay. Yeah, and
make a
most
couple
people are like,
comments.
do you need help getting to the keep? It's right up there. It is getting pretty late.
That's an incline. It's a little bit of a climb to get up there. Maybe in the morning. Or
I mean, there is a medical pavilion not too far from here, and just
I don't
2
want to
blocks
use
that way.
the resources. The resources belong
bless
to
your heart.
those who
Bless
need
your
it more.
heart.
And I'm gonna stumble off.
You Vidarians, you're stronger than the rest of us, and it really shows. It really shows.
No.
Bless your heart.
We are all as strong as each other. And
Your pain is showing.
I know. I was just thinking that we are like a bundle of sticks. And then I stumble off, and if we are getting a place to stay, then that's where I want to be.
I am under the assumption you're getting a place to stay as a ruse to continue searching the city.
Yeah, I don't want to
I
stay in
see.
the city overnight, personally.
Mhm.
Okay.
I was about to say, like, staying in a anti-pirate city, it doesn't sound like a
Yep.
good idea.
Yep, that's fine. I will just continue on then, and we will head to the Ledger House. You mentioned that it's getting later. Is do they have like normal business hours, or is there?
They're open like a bank, so they're open from like 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. But just to scope it out, you walk past the Ledger House, and there is a small lantern lit on the inside. Sounds like one of the merchants that work in the building is burning the midnight oil, making sure that files are being filed correctly, that there is no oversight, because it is a crime
Industrious.
to misfile your files.
What have Disho and Lawson been up to? Because now I want to know.
Because I want to know.
If we were allowed to separate, I'm looking around for any skulking figures, anyone with long overcoats.
I remember being told not to split the party.
That's the other thing.
How's it feel?
I didn't want to mess up this. Yeah, since we're like running towards the end, I didn't want to.
We already
split
split the
too much.
party. We left the captain.
This would be a side game, and then we come back in.
No, I'll get Curtis in. Curtis, we're gonna need you to go buy drugs with Dish of the Fish Show.
And by the
We're
way,
gonna
I'm
save
going
that.
around. I'm walking around the entire time going, lost me bag of drugs. Would like some drugs around here.
No.
See where that
Tell
goes.
me
Dude. I
Drugs?
am going through
where
My
are all the
drugs?
dare pamphlets?
like half of the party is trying very hard to be like as non-conspicuous as possible, and then the other part is like drugs.
Drug,
Who has
get your
drugs?
drugs here.
Would like to get high over here. Just
You seem like you already are.
Oh,
One of the
man.
Vidarian patrols will walk up to you and hand you a pamphlet on how to get clean.
I blow my nose in it, and then I join back up with the group.
Getting clean through
Man.
scripture.
That's also incredibly progressive of them. Great job, Vidarians.
No, clean through scripture. Clean through scripture.
Yeah, even so, didn't send you to a camp. Now, if you were doing drugs in Seneca, around the Celestial Collective, you'd be in a work camp by now.
I think the Celestial Collective could use a couple of drugs.
They might be. You don't know yet.
We're gonna step back over to the Ledger House, where
Yep,
the
because the
door
show has
has a
shown up
sign.
apparently.
is closed on the door, but a light still illuminates through the window.
I sneak up behind him. Psst, guess what I got? What do we?
This is the pamphlet.
A snotty pamphlet.
Like dripping.
You guys are
Oh,
lame.
that's
What are we looking
disgusting.
at?
Is there so I know we know pirates can't. Is there a sound or a knock that we can make when we knock on this door that has like an inflection in it?
If we
that
whisper
people
yo
will
ho ho
recognize?
through the door, what do they say back?
Or an equivalent, like, is there a way-
He's
there a way
one
that
of
we can
us.
knock on the door, where it is a knock, but it is also a message for people who would know what to listen for.
I would argue that exists, like a coded passphrase, assuming that the other person on the other end of the door also knows pirate can't door knocks.
Well, we are already operating under the assumption that the person we're looking for knows pirate can, because we have a letter.
Mhm.
I would look. I'm looking at what the fuck? Why am I? Sorry, my brain stopped braining for a second. I'm looking at Nayland. Sorry, I forgot your name for a second. I would knock, but my knuckles hurt.
And you showed
Shame.
these like busted
Smacked
fingers.
them.
They're all like
When you broke all my fingers. Would you care?
that
to
was
give-
after it. It was just like later on you guys were hanging out.
Yeah, you asked if I wanted to play Mercy, and I said okay, and then
And I said no.
and I said no
I
Mercy.
asked if you
ever.
wanted to play No Mercy. That's an important
knock.
distinction.
Can you do the knocking?
Turn to Disho. Head nod toward the door.
Oh yeah, you got kind of beat up after knocking his brains around, and I'll go over towards it.
She's like
Give me a,
daintily wiping her hands clean with a handkerchief.
Give me an agility check.
Mhm.
And we're gonna see how accurate your pirate can't knock chants are.
That is a 15 plus 3 for 18.
Hey.
Nice.
You knock on the door in a
Dexterous
series of
hands.
rasps. And the door remains unanswered. To the best of your knowledge, I think you knocked on the door looking to buy drugs. But the door remains unanswered.
Does it seem like the person inside reacts in any way?
If you look through the window, you could tell.
I would love to look through the window.
Looking through the window, you
Most
see
unsettlingly.
a gentleman in his, I would say, mid-30s, early 40s. He stands there writing in a ledger with his quill pen. As the knock appears upon the door, his head darts up and goes back to his paperwork. Like, look out the window.
Does
if you look through
he-
the window,
Oh.
if you're mimicking this in the window, he will point to the office hours that are printed above the door.
Does he resemble who we are supposed to be looking for?
I don't know if the captain ever gave you a description, just a name.
And
Probably did.
I would hope he gave us as much information as possible.
Yeah.
oh, DM. What does
Mhm.
God tell me?
What is that?
Give me a spirit check.
Yes, I do have a +5. Is this the man we are looking for? 15.
Are these the droids we're looking for?
A cool sea breeze whispers in your ears.
What?
A cool sea breeze whispers in your ears.
Okay. I will take that as a pot. It feels nice.
It feels nice. It's good. Against your bruised and bleeding skin, it's very nice.
A gentle
This
caress.
is our guy. This is our guy. He's the one. He sees us through the window. Can I
Yeah, no.
hold up my hand and make a TV sign so that he can see it?
Just slap the paper up on the window with his name on it.
There's a sign you had said. What is the sign on the outside of the window, or is it behind?
It's
the glass?
above the door. It's just the office hours.
But it's outside.
It's outside.
Okay. I am going to. I can't remember if last game, if any of us mentioned we have a journal. Does any of us have a journal or writing utensils?
I have my book of scripture.
Yeah, I have an old book.
A book of whose scripture?
It's
gonna
a
get back to that
variety of flesh samples.
Flesh samples. What the fuck?
Different types of leather.
If we have anything to write with, I would like. Oh man, I feel like this is a bad idea, but I'm going
writing?
to.
No.
Wooden sign nailed to the building itself. It's not like just paper.
Oh, we have a knife. Can I start to act like?
This is a knife. But like scratches the door.
Yeah, like make where the hours. If it was like, I don't know, 5 o'clock, we turn the 5 into an 8.
How is he going to see what you've done? You'll have to leave that building. Oh, guess
We're
the hours
also
changed.
like
Come
there
on
are
in.
consistent watches going on.
Yeah, so you better either pop in
yeah.
or pop out.
No, I guess that's true. My thought was like, we pull it down, we etch it, and then we put it up against the
Show
window.
it to
Like,
him.
nope, you're open.
You're open because I said so.
It is a
Yeah,
D&D
well, I just wanted to
trope,
get him
but
pissed off.
legally speaking, no one has tried to open the door.
I'm gonna try.
So
to
I'm gonna break the window.
Using
Genuinely,
Father Steve Bryan's fist. I'm gonna bust that window open.
I'm just gonna put his head through the window. Actually, no. Can I actually hold the letter up with presumably this guy's name on it?
Brennick's name is not
hold-
up on that letter.
Oh, I thought it was written on the letter on the outside. In pirates can't or something.
What is it? The letter itself is something else. I don't
Oh, I thought
know
it
if
had his
the
name on it.
pirate captain would put a legally binding name on it and thus expose Brannick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the full government name, probably not.
If that was ever captured or seized.
Can I try?
I will open the
Can I
door.
try? Yeah.
The door is unlocked.
If it was
Oh,
locked, I was
man.
going to wrench it open anyway.
But it's like a push door, but you just start to pull on it. It goes both ways.
These hinges work in either direction I say they work. Door open, stride in. The pretense of being like injured and downtrodden is dropped because Nalen's getting annoyed again. It's not at Sebren this time. So
as you
he's
open
safe
the
at the moment.
door, there is a bell on the top of it, then the little like metal
Like,
clasp that rings it.
It clangs on one of my horns.
Excuse me. We're closed.
You're excused.
Office hours are above the door.
Sorry, can't read. Have a question for you though. We're
If you
looking
could
for
make it
someone
quick.
named what was it? Turn to the others.
Brennick.
We get a fucking
Cool.
name.
Brannick. That's you, yeah?
That is me. I'm Brannick, but the office hours are on the board. I can't help you do any
Yes,
testing.
the office is closed. Gonna pull the door shut behind everybody and lock it.
Oof.
Turn back to him.
I'm sorry. The nobody's allowed to be in here.
And yet here
know-
you are.
Your life has an expiration date too. Is it today?
It could
I
be.
certainly hope not.
We also hope not. We are here with a request for your assistance. We're
Listen,
supposed to
tax
hand him the list.
filing season is already over. I can't help anybody else. If you're trying to fill out a form 92-1A, you're gonna have to do it in the morning.
If my eyes could look any more glazed over.
They just like roll back in your
Any more
head,
clouded.
360, come back.
We were supposed to give the letter to him, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe that was the intention.
Yep.
A little quick whistle of give him the thing.
Oh, that's me.
Before
Before
I'm
I
holding
shank
it.
this man.
I'm gonna lay it on the table like
He's not.
really gently and
He's
like
going somewhere to
kind of like daintily just slide it across the table to him.
Oh, what's this?
We're looking for an extension. We've got months to wait on.
Yes, but you have to file for an extension. You're not granted one. You have to have
You should
extenuating circumstances for which an extension is probated.
Well,
should stop
I have
talking.
one.
And
I'm drunk.
I'm not gonna look at drugs. And he takes the papers and he looks over them, and he places them back onto the table. Old Ivan, what have you gotten yourself into today? He sits back in his chair, and his demeanor changes from this lowly tax preparer to a more comfortable position now that he knows where you stand and where he stands. What can old Brennick Cole do for Captain Ironhand himself?
Don't know who that is. Sorry. You could answer the question though. We need to know where we're starting.
There's a riddle.
Oh, was the paper that was provided to him the riddle itself?
It was.
I thought it was a
It
different
was
paper.
It was a copy of the journal, I think.
Yeah, there was a copy that was made of the directions to get to where we need to. That I would have handed over alongside. But they're two different papers, but I handed them both over.
Okay. And he takes the second paper and he'll look over. I'll be damned. A pirate looking for treasure. They couldn't write a better fantasy novel.
It's not so much fantasy when you're living it.
True.
And it's more than just treasure. It's deliverance.
Seems you're looking for a particular place. This Grey Wake. The question I must ask you is, what's it worth to you?
Well, I'm going to look at Fisho. We did come here with a second offer.
You're gonna get like the strongest side eye from Nayland. Just like think very carefully about what you're about to say, or this man will die to keep it a secret.
I think we could have another side business for you.
I have plenty of businesses already. I'm not in the market for another. Try again.
It's nothing you
lucrative.
need to take care of. We just need to open the ports, should you say.
What
Give us
do
information,
you-
and you'll earn more than you'd ever know.
How much are we talking? I know a lot. There's a lot of money that flows through these buildings. Make it worth my while.
There
How
is a
familiar? Go ahead.
there is a law of supply and demand among you people. You speak of it like gospel, right? What is the demand here, would you wager, for ash?
Pretty sizable.
And what do you think the price point could be if we have the supply?
You're
Now,
not the first
I used
person to claim that.
before I
fine.
did what I'm doing now, which before my lord saved me, I worked on a merchant vessel. I understand these laws that you live your life by. And I also understand that addictive substances are inelastic, which means that you can raise the price as much as you like, regardless of what the supply is, because the demand will not change. It will always be high. I imagine that's very different from any of the other businesses that you were involved in. And it's an untapped market here.
You preach to me as if I did not attend economics classes in my studies, of which I have. But I think
talk
you
to you like someone who
misunderstand what
does.
my business is. I am a broker of sorts. I connect people to things. Those things, be they physical or metaphysical.
Can I drop a handful of ashen knuckle bones in front of him on the desk?
Do you have ashen knuckle bones?
There were a lot of skeletons.
Okay.
On that boat.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say I grabbed a few? I just shook the hand of one of Lawson's skeletons and accidentally stole the hand.
He shook his hand. Yeah, I'll allow it. And you dump these knuckle bones. Is this a fortune reading? What does my future tell?
Give us the answers that we're seeking, and you could be in on this. We'll be cornering the
Ground
market.
floor.
We will be the only source from which this supply can come from.
And he picks it up and he looks over the knuckle bones. He sees the black drenched skull, or the black drenched bones in his hands. Seems like the genuine article. Very rare these days. See it in its unprocessed predicament. Perhaps a deal could be struck. You say you can acquire more?
We have our methods. We're quite certain of. Goal is to ensure that we're the only ones with such methods.
But how many folks know of this operation?
What does that matter to you?
Matters everything. Everything matters. Profits and percentages.
Currently a handful. She kind of chuckles down at the hand full of knuckle bones. Only a few. Few enough that should somebody spill the beans, as it were, it'd be very easy to shut everything down very quickly. Start fresh.
Lucky for you, I am very tight-lipped, as it would be bad for business. There isn't a piece of information that flows through the city that does not come through my office. And thus, I am in a prime position to deal it out, and a prime position to make a lofty offer. I could give you the information you seek. It seems like you are looking for something in a particular place. But I want
Isn't
to
everyone?
be one of these handful, with equal shares, of course. A handful is 5, so give me 1/6 of a cut, and you will find a home for your market.
1/6. Eh. See,
I mean,
Brian, you're better at math than I am. Does that
what's
seem fair
It
to
would
you?
be
of $1 billion?
it would be 1/6 of a single port of entry.
Hmm.
Our product isn't just bound by this location alone. We could spread anywhere, but having a connection here, 1/6 of this
Yes,
local
but
connection.
I know the value of what I offer. Without my information, you have nothing. Besides a handful of bones.
I think that. Well, I'm going to pull the other two aside because I don't want him to be listening.
Good puddle.
Um,
Take all the time that you need.
Nolan's tail
I
is starting to kind of
I'll
like
be
swish
here all
back and
night.
forth, irritated.
And he'll go back to his ledger, kind of writing with his quill.
I don't care about the money. I don't care if he gets all of the profits from this business. That's what you two care about. But the captain cares about it too. So 1/6 sounds fair for here. Again, this isn't our only place we plan on doing business.
Disho.
But
I am looking more for whatever this Grey Wake has. I can take it.
Well, from a 12th.
you're the closest to the captain out of any of us. Do you think that he would agree to this? Because I don't
Seems
want
like
to
too
be his back.
much. We have too many hands to pay out to. 12th, at the very most.
You pitch it.
Otherwise, he can have that sample and be on his way. Forget we ever talked. We just get the location we're starting with.
If he gives us the location,
If he doesn't,
it's a part of this agreement.
I'm going to start breaking things. And you will need to be very quick on producing some of those storm clouds. Let the captain know we're on our way.
The captain will not want us to come back empty-handed. If that means we make a deal, if the deal is that we bring back what the captain is asking for, then we come back with what he wants. If we break things and leave in a hurry, then we don't come back with what the captain's asking for.
And we move on to the next score. I don't particularly care for this man.
There is no score like this score. We know that. We've seen We've seen what this thing can do.
We've seen desperate writings. That's all we've seen. But that's beside the point.
We've seen something sublime.
I'm going to stand up. You get 1/12. We have other people to pay as well. They may not know what's going on, but I'm not processing all of this myself.
We are assuming all of the risk. It only seems right that we swallow the additional shares as hazard pay.
The door. We are closed for the evening. Please file your papers on time next time.
I'm going to start walking over to some of the carefully filed papers. Pull a little bit of a Navos. Start rifling through them.
There is
a lot of text documents and government official sealed documents that are supposed to be filed away and whatnot. These are outgoing papers. There's a box of incoming papers that need to be sorted and observed.
I'm looking for anything that looks sketchy. Anything that might. Okay.
This is a very above board place.
I see.
They are routinely inspected.
See, the problem with giving you more is the captain knows you. Apparently, you know him,
Oh,
but I don't. And
I old Iron and some, but nothing like this.
Are you familiar with the Blackwick Reavers?
Small town pirates, yeah.
Right now, they are the only other group that knows anything about this treasure. You would ask before, who knows about this? That's us being candid with you. As far as I see it, there are two options. Either you work with us, a captain that you know, a captain presumably that you trust, or you work with them. Them, those who attack wantonly, those who cannot be controlled, those who may be less willing to take no as an answer than us. We are your best option. We are coming to you with an investment opportunity, and an opportunity where we are taking all of the risk. We are doing all of the work. You get to stay here in safety. And we make you rich and powerful. We're just asking
I'm
for
taking these
112.
tax documents, by the way.
Okay. Give me a presence check. See how convincing you are, Andrew. Yeah, you
Go
can
see
take these tax
Brian.
documents. They are boring, not even worth the toilet paper they're written on.
Excellent.
13.
13. A 10th. Final offer.
Done.
You have a map.
I'm gonna smack C.
Yes.
Brian over the back of the head again. Your offer is accepted.
I'm gonna whisper to you. He's already seen what's on the note. He already knows where this is going. He could have paid anyone to go. The second we showed him that, we lost our hand. 1/10 is the best that we could do.
It was more for show.
Yeah. Fair enough. We're gonna hand over a map.
Okay.
Yep.
He'll take the map. And he's going to scan it, and he is going to move his fingers up along the sea coast until he gets a little bit more northward, and moves it over to the coast. He draws a big circle. There's your tower. Good luck. And remember, always file early. And he points to the door.
Filing early or at all is for people who pay their taxes. She's gonna walk out the door,
Thank you for your time.
scattering a bunch of papers on the way out, just out of spite.
And
All the
he'll
ones
kind of
I was collecting.
stick his hand back onto his ledger and continue his work.
Big props, Cole. A drink to end the night, and then I will head out.
I'm a Superman.
Of course. I'll leave this here just in case, and then I'll walk out.
So what's it spiked with? Pufferfish poison.
We'll see where that
Little
goes
bit-
if we end
little
back
bit
up
ash.
with him.
Maybe we'll see Cole once more.
We'll
see.
sample.
So we did not discuss how we are getting off this island.
You guys can
Well-
just walk down the coast.
Yeah, we can go get our dinghy back.
Hey, can I have that back? Actually, well, I don't know how you're getting it out of port. You can just be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm on the dinghy. Can I leave?"
Yeah.
No. Your dinghy might be forfeit.
My dinghy.
Is there only one? Are there any ships on the coast, like fishing vessels or anything? Something small that we could take?
Not at this hour in the night.
Anything that's in? Is there
I
any?
mean,
There's no.
they might be docked.
Yes, I mean there's no coastal harbor, like something that's not being watched over.
Not here in Hexton. The all of the open port slots are behind the walls.
Man.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason that this place exists,
Right.
is to protect these merchant ships.
Annoying.
But there are several ways out of the town. You can just leave if you'd
Just
like.
on
in the
foot.
middle of the night. Yeah.
All right.
And just that the captain has placed the Wake's Call just further up north along the coast.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I guess we walk, right? And then I will attempt to do my weather thing. To cast
A little bit of lightning and whatnot.
Yeah, just something that's really odd for this time of day.
Mhm.
Just a black cloud passing over the sun with some lightning.
And you guys, skipping a little bit because we have about 10 minutes, and I do want to set us up for this, the ending here. You end up slipping out of Hexton in the middle of the night, as bruised and battered as you may be, with the information of where to find the Grey Wake, a fallen tower has long been forgotten. And traveling up the coast, you do see a ship with its sails tied up shut, the Wake's Call. And it is a few more hours before you are on board once more, with which to share this information with Captain Ivan Ironhand. And you
Good work.
sail.
Your man's a dick.
Hi. But he's very intelligent.
I'm sorry
I
that
was lucky
I
at
took a
that.
deal on your behalf without asking you. I wasn't sure. I panicked a little bit. I took 10%. I don't know if that was too high. I tried
10%?
to get.
Hey, I'm honestly, he didn't want more. He's a very greedy man as well. 10%'s a good job.
Oh, good job. And I'm gonna go and just like cry. in the corner.
Nathan, I'm kind of concerned about him.
Just now? This is what's doing it?
Uh,
If he starts going for your feet, I think then we have to worry.
I wake up with just seawater in my bed.
Given
So-
the starting place of the Grey Wake Towers, a few days' travel, it's there, hidden amongst the bush, but there, the foot of this tower. Traveling a bell, or 1 day northward, 2 days slightly southward, and then northward again, you find that the currents come to a stop, and a stillness is about the water. As the journal has said, you continue northward. Rising on the horizon stands an abandoned fortress, stuck on an island, drifting in sea. And that is where we'll end our session for today. That'll bring us to
Nice.
session 3.
Good job.
Oh,
That was awesome.
awesome, Evan.
Thank you.
Good job,
thank you.
everyone.
Oh,
I always really
before
enjoy
I
your game.
forget, now that the credits roll, I do have a post-credit scene if anybody's interested.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Interior. A small windowless room aboard the Iron Vigil. It's clean, ordered, tidy. A single lantern affixed to the wall. The ship creaks softly. A table, 2 chairs. Brennick Cole sits in one, hands bound, but his posture remains composed. Across stands a captain in Vidarian regalia, Captain Mathis Cade. You're not quite under arrest. Not yet. I'm playing 2 characters here. So. That's very generous of you. You've been operating out of this port for quite some time now. And tonight, you stepped outside that understanding. Yeah, people talk to me. What am I supposed to do? Yet they don't come to you for conversation. The ship kind of creaks. And Captain Mathis Cade pulls from his robes a piece of paper and he places it upon the table. People come and they go. What am I supposed to do? But they didn't come for passage. They came for directions. What did they ask of you? He shrugs. I'm not interested in contraband, Cole. I'm here for a bigger fish. And he slides that piece of paper across the table. And Cole picks it up and he reads it. And his facial expression returns from this calm, diminutive stance to a very visibly upset one. Now, where did you send them? End scene.
Ooh,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
all right.
man, I hate the Vidarians. They're the worst.
I'm beginning to
Truly
hate him too.
awful. Truly awful. All of
So,
them, every single one.
hopefully, to wrap up this tale, there will be 1/3 final act to act upon whenever we do guest DMings again.
Man, that's awesome. That was so good.
Very good, very good.
Thank you
It was
again,
good to
everyone, for
play with you again,
bringing me in. Yeah, it was great.
Nice. Thank you for being here.
Thanks everybody for being here.
We do have one more game in April that has not been claimed. So that will have to be fought over this week to see who is going. Stars and Wishes. A star as always for a lovely session. Thank you so much, Evan.
Of course.
Yes.
Obviously, a gold star from my great friend Eric for being with us tonight as Captain
Woo!
Ivan
Once
Ironhand
again.
reprising
Thank
his
you.
role.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Such a good
Again.
time. I feel bad that we left you with the ship for
No.
so long.
Yeah.
Evan,
Somebody had to
don't
the
feel
archive.
bad. Don't feel bad. Evan and I talk about that before you guys even came in, and I'm like, the captain would not leave this priceless, cursed artifact alone for anything. So
Fair.
I'm gonna try to push the crew to go get the information, and that's I thought that
And
would be the best way to do
In case it wasn't obvious, me and Eric have kind of been doing this thing together. Like he's in the know of things.
Yeah.
So
I would
this is
hope so.
more, like obviously he's still playing with us, and I hope he's enjoying his character.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
This is a adventure for you guys. You know.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
the
that's my
co-GM.
wish. My wish is that we get Curtis in for the last one.
Hopefully, we
Yeah,
get both
what a
Curtis
dork.
and you together in the same room.
Yeah,
So we can
for
finish
real.
this out
And
strong.
If I can have a wish, it's have everybody at the table.
yeah, that's a good wish.
All hands.
All
All
hands,
hands on deck. Hey.
And my star is for everyone, obviously, but also I really enjoyed Disho wanting to get drugs. I don't know.
Where can I buy drugs?
I just really enjoy that.
Derek.
Drug
when we're on the ship, and I know Disho's a chef, it's so hard for me not to like lean into that because I don't think the captain would know that. Of me as a person, I'm actually I wanted to lean into like the cooking terms more with him, but I can't. But I was kidding myself. Like,
you are a navigator by heart.
I can't do it. Yeah.
Well, Derek does a good bit of cooking in real life too. You guys could discuss.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah, we can hit that up next time. Yeah, I've thought about the same thing, but like if there was more time on the ship, definitely lean into it. I feel like that's what Disho and Captain have done, just cooking up, drinking some grog.
Right, drinking and bonding over the food.
Yeah,
we spent a little bit too much money on ingredients, maybe.
I mean, it sounds like we're getting side adventures.
Yeah.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like, Derek, the next time it's just you, me, and Curtis at the very most, or very least rather. Maybe that's our side quest.
We're buying
just
drugs.
see you guys on your quest for drugs.
Drugs and groceries.
Drugs and
like
recipes. Let's go,
dude. Where's my ship?
This
this
like side campaign I could see this going on for like like dozens of games.
What
just
a grand time.
I mean, star for Seabrine and Nayland just really hammering each other. Although Seabrine, I'm a little scared of. At first, I was like, okay, I feel like you're doing something. You're trying way too hard. But to immediately open the break and to let us out, but then it's like, oh no, you're enjoying getting hit. So like, I think I get it.
I was fully expecting to like chase you down and drag you back.
Well,
gotta kill another of Andrew's characters.
So I reached out to Evan like a week or two ago, and I was like, "Hey, I really don't want to be on outs with another party. I want to play the character that like is on your side, but like way too much. Like where that is the arc of the character. Everything the character wants is just what the party wants." So I decided just to make someone who's a complete sycophant for the captain. And worships the captain like a god. And I feel like that would be a good way to align myself with you guys moving forward. I really
and yet I still hate you.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's just me. It's me coming out into the character. I think that's what it is. So I play and Derek in my group. They always hate all my characters too. So I think it's just who I am as a person. That's the common denominator.
Oh, buddy. Dang.
It's just there's one guy, Jesse, Jesse has hated Andrew since the day they've met. And it comes out in the game and it's so much fun. There's nothing Andrew can do. Andrew can't do anything about it. You just gotta
part of it.
We're really good friends, but yeah, he fucking hates me.
I got a high school friend like that. Him and I.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's a good time.
A good scene for me is when Nayland I broke character when she killed the two ship hands. Then she called me. I'm sorry.
It was simple math. I don't know what you want from me.
You did that. I broke character, and I had to mute my mic, and I'm like, okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
I also was not expecting that, but hey,
I rolled 2 nat 20s for that.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.